Well, what's not horrific right now is Danny van Trijp. He has played beautifully here. 13 darter, 17 darter. And after 9 darts, what an 81 when the draw was done. I'm sure Daryl Gurney thought he's an opportunity. Right now, Danny van Trijp looks sensational.
Yeah, brilliant
70.
stuff, isn't it? And that's interesting. He's taking the ball out at the start of the visit, so he doesn't have to use it at the end.
It's a route I like. But
73.
usually, when your opponent's not on the finish, now interesting again, Daryl Gurney on the big finish. Which just ain't happening right now. Van Trijp for maybe potentially second 13 darter.
98. Game shot.
3 legs in the ledger, Daryl Gurney. That super chin will be near the ground at the moment.
Daryl a long way back. I think board management is really important, but you get that
100.
split second to think about it. May start with the ball. Looks like he's going that way for maybe treble 13. Nice straight 18. Job
81.
well done, and another potential 13 darter.
$180.
Gurney opening his account.
Game shot.
Matters not. Van Trijp, no trouble on the double.
Like I say, just needs to keep that incredible focus. He's hardly showed any emotion this game, and Daryl will pick up anything like that.
140.
He's just got to think 6 darts and 215.
134.
That's the way to do it.
Callan Ridge now joining De Decker in the last 64, a 6-1 win for the Riot against James Hurrell, as Gurney
Game shot.
takes out the 120 and just keeps Van Trijp at bay for now, but this is his moment on throw. A real Dutch ding-dong
100.
going on between Raymond van Barneveld and Jeffrey de Zwaan in a kind of master versus apprentice game there. 5 apiece in that one.
Yeah, practice
100.
partners as well. That's not the draw that you want.
Well, this would have been the draw that Daryl Gurney wanted,
58.
but it hasn't turned out very well for him. Van Trijp's got 2 visits at this.
Beautiful set of play. Big 17.
97.
Exactly what you need to do. I have been so impressed. We talked about the fact that they like playing each other. And Danny van Trijp, 105 average wasn't enough last time he played Daryl Gurney.
105.
And he's not far away from his victory here. Tops,
Game shot of the
absolutely
match.
sublime.
Danny van Trijp.
Danny van Trijp ranked 95 in the world. And Daryl Gurney, magnanimous as always. And look at that. They had a big hug at the beginning, looking at the averages. And I can tell you, Danny van Trijp will be absolutely over the moon when the average. Is that Danny van Trijp, the guy you're looking at with a big smile on his face, can barely win a game on the Players' Championships.
Well, can we see a super-sized finish? Won't be this one from De Graaf.
Good look at the 17, 75. Let's just double check it.
96.
Leave a 2 darter. We did see a 160 on this stream yesterday, which sort of changed the game. It's not to be for Gert Nentjes. You can just see he's struggling. He's a man lacking belief.
100. Game shot.
Not enjoying throwing a dart, and then he puts in a performance like this. Good to see from Jose.
132.
Best leg of the match for Jeffrey de Graaf on the back of that scrappy previous. Just needs to execute the double now. You just see him go through his pre-throw routine there. He'll stare at that double.
Game shot.
And again, last dart.
Well, this time he hits a single. Got a big chunk next to it there, a 6 and a 10. Gonna go 14. Gets it. Okay. Double 16.
29.
Doesn't get that. So it just gives De Graaf a chance to try and pile on some pressure. Maybe all the focus now will be on the expected deciding leg. in which Jeffrey would have the darts. But he can stop that from happening.
He just sensed Jeffrey's mind's already on the last leg, but Nentjes is fluffing his lines a little bit with these doubles. That's a lot wild as well. This is tricky. He's got to look at the right-hand side, that double two, surely. De Graaf had scrappy last start, remember.
$51.
You'd have offered him 21 darts to see out this match. Jeffrey de Graaf will say, yes, please. But Nentjes is back to Rice, smile on his face. Remember, he was 4-1 down in this game.
Game shot.
But we are going the distance.
On Thursday.
Yeah, you've got one player scrapping
95.
for every dart. I just think when Jeffrey gets his timing and his belief, he looks the better player. But once again, just trickling that treble too. Just double checking his mind's a bit of a mush right now. 75 left. A double 9.
63. $39.
Is he going direct? That's a great marker.
Game shot
and he gets there in the end. Jeffrey de Graaf was leading this match 4-1 and 5-2. And I think my answer was based on the fact that the throw remains exactly the same as it always has. And that's it. With Steve Beaton. 22 times he's played the World Match Play. 23 times he's been at the PDC World Championships.
37.
Yeah, and
it just goes on and on.
But the BDO World Championships, 33 years in a row he's been in some form of World Championship. That's incredible. What a start this could be, though.
Game
From
shot.
his opponent. That in itself could have helped him up his level a little bit.
96.
Yeah, I think my funniest story with Pietreczko was at an exhibition in Germany. He sat in the crowd, and Dimitri Vandenberg was the player who was on, and they pulled Ricardo out.
125.
Ricardo then went out of 105 average against Dimi. But his glory moment was winning a European tour last year to beat Michael van Gerwen in the semi-final, Peter Wright in the final, and his reaction as well.
Yeah, sensational. As would this be. Double 18, wow. 15 darter with a fanfare finish. Unorthodox as well, that. Not very often seen, that route.
180.
That must be the greatest 138 of all time, surely.
137. $90, yeah. 47. $90.
Beaton couldn't wait to get to the board, and there's that bullseye when you go up with the 25. But there's the double 6 when you go up with double 6. Level game.
Total turnaround in this tie. Any explanation, Glenn?
I'm thinking, does the bull leave 170? I'm trying to do my maths very quickly there.
It does, but that means the treble 20 would leave 160, so don't really see the value.
120.
But I like that. And once again, very reminiscent of the previous one. No messing about with Steve Beaton.
Game shot.
Absolutely beautiful. No fear of hitting the bullseye this time, and then slap bang right in the middle of that double 16. He's one away and has the darts.
His bros will be pleased.
96.
It's looking like the big in the end. Quite simply, Ricardo needs a max. He ain't going to get it, but he needs a treble. 6 darts at least, and that's
59.
a frustrated final dart. Started superbly. But it's all about Steve Beaton at the moment. Double 14.
60.
Well, the problem here for Ricardo Pietreczko is that this has got to go.
$101.
What a turnaround. He's lost his head a bit there as well. And he's lost the match. Steve Beaton turns around to shake his hand. It didn't look like it'd be going the way of the evergreen Steve Beaton when the game started, but he waited for Ricardo's level to drop, and it inevitably did.
Yeah, just sort of I was asking the question, you know, what the players are thinking about as Slevin smashes in a 180. But there's a few interesting names that haven't qualified or not in a provisional place for the Worlds at the moment. Big names. Jim Williams is out today. Mickey Mansell is not through. He's 4-0 down at the moment. Matt Campbell's not here. Kim Hybridge has just started. Jamie Hughes has not won again today. Steve Beaton, well, he's won his first game there, so they're the kind of things that these players are playing for. It's in the back of the mind. We saw a fantastic run yesterday, which can put players close to the World Grand Prix.
$140. Game shot.
Very, very good leg of darts.
98.
Yes, good last start there, but it's in the hands of Rupprecht. 6 darts and this one 6-1. Talk about how measured his throw is. Could go down for the bull with his last dart to leave a 2-darter.
57.
Misses the target. Chance for Slevin. Well, outside chance. Needs at least a couple of trebles, you feel. I think the reason he's standing back just sat in a little bit awkward there, isn't it? He didn't want to leave it.
100. $80.
Guess a look. The tops, in tops, and that will really hurt Rupprecht.
Fantastic experience, and I'm sure the fans in Australia and New Zealand will really enjoy the darts one more time.
Going down to try and leave
139.
a double. Quite managed that, but he's in very good shape in leg 10.
83.
Yeah, looks like we're going to go down to that last leg decider. A real clash of styles we've seen here. Seeing the ups from Rupprecht early in the game.
Game shot.
Beautiful 74 finish there. We are going the distance. Last leg shootout. And the fact that Dylan Slevin won the bullseye could be a really important factor. One big score here. It's not a bad dart for him, the way how flat them darts are. Can he just lob it over? Yes, he can. 19s with the last.
137.
Timing once again, this time from the German. Now he's looking good. The game has flip-flopped from one play to the next.
81.
6 darts from 139.
$59.
Well, 80's not a gimme, Chris. If you'd have offered him it at the beginning of the game. Can Slevin put any pressure on it? No trebles coming right now.
58. Game shot and the match. Pascal.
And there it is. Rupprecht wins it in the end. It was a bit of a topsy-turvy affair.
$41. $85. Game shot.
That is superb. Just showing exactly why he's so highly rated and becoming.
$140. $60. $180.
So then, the ball. In the ball. Brilliant from Luke Woodhouse. And respected by Florian Hempel.
$96. $80. $76. Game shot.
Finds himself in front.
$120.
Kept calm and carried on.
$100. $80.
This is to win. And he does win. Well, Luke Woodhouse is going to be kicking himself all the way back to his hotel room. A 6-4 success for Florian Hempel, but Woodhouse has gifted him that game, really, with missed doubles at crucial times, including in what proved to be the final leg of that game.
$81. $100. $134.
Oh, double 14.
Game shot.
What a start for Josh Rock. Strong as you like. But it doesn't matter who was playing because it will be Luke Humphries. He's now through. And we're going to see him play Kevin Doets.
$50.
Josh Rock coming close to a huge check out there. Alan Soutar. Well, you know what? The way Rock's playing, you would say he's got to take this out. Because Rock ain't going to miss.
Game shot.
And Soutar doesn't miss. Stays in it.
$140.
Rock determined to leave a finish in case Soutar doesn't take out the 1-2-1. He's done that by finding that treble. It's only a little tap on the shoulder. And Alan Soutar doesn't feel one little bit of that pressure.
100.
The
180.
180 is answered, but is it too late? Alan Soutar will get a look. 81 to break the throw to tie up the match.
56.
This is a dart at the ball. And Rock now looks to open that
Game
bit
shot.
of daylight again, and it'll be daylight for Josh Rock there. Because in taking out that combination, he's forced Alan Soutar to win 3 straight legs. Look at the focus from
100.
Rock. Only 1 treble for him. He's first to a finish. Maybe just gives Soutar a cause to be optimistic. That doesn't, though. Needs to rescue this.
85.
Can't do so. So 6 darts for Josh Rock. And he may do it in 3.
120.
Well, it was a great lie, which is why he's followed it, but now he's left it kind of awkward.
$41.
Right for it, straight in it.
Match, Josh
And
Rock.
that is a fantastic victory for Josh Rock and a fantastic game of darts. The pair both know they've been in one there. Alan Soutar will be philosophical, I'm sure, about that defeat. They know each other well. And another win. 2022 as well.
91.
Doesn't really seem real that Humphries was on the Dev Tour just 5 years ago.
81.
I mentioned loads of times about him following this road map to where he is. Oh, hang on, Kev. No, he can't produce the 170 either. But he has followed that map
105.
very, very quickly, Luke Humphries. Every single step of it, he's done it, and then he's straight on to the next one. We on to the next leg yet? Yes,
Game
we
shot.
are. 86 checkout taken out on double 7, just showing Kevin where that double 7 is. He is 5-2 up on Dave Chisnell, averaging a ton again. Mike
180.
DeDecker looks like one of those players who could pick up a maiden title. Whether it's today, tomorrow, at some point this year, his dart,
58.
the standard is good enough. Things just have to fall his way.
Felt like it might happen last year, didn't it? And then he's tailed off a little bit. No sign of Luke Humphries doing that.
127.
The finish, though, just fizzles out at the last moment.
Could say similar about Kevin
60.
Doets because he looked very good. He's been progressing, getting better. I don't think he's quite at Mike DeDecker levels, but he's certainly not at Luke Humphries' level in this one.
Game
Because
shot.
that is 4-0 with a double break. Luke Humphries in total control of this one.
95.
Only Ryan Joyce and Jeffrey Desvan and Dirk who've won titles, and it's been a while since Desvan and Dirk have.
Doets trying to leave the same thing
133.
as Humphries has, and he's managed to do that. Humphries won't be reeling it in,
94.
but if Doets doesn't, then he could be racing away.
Gets a go at the bull.
145.
Can't take it out, and it's a valiant effort, but it might come to nothing. Double 8. 14
Game shot.
darter. 5-0. Luke Humphries making light work of this.
$138.
Yep, gets the numbers right, gets down to a finish. Another match-winning opportunity, albeit a small one, and it's getting smaller
180.
because it might need to go now.
Knowing him, it might go. There's a couple of times,
92.
isn't it? On the 170 attempt earlier, brushing the barrel, just diverting the dart away from the target. That's a fantastic arrow, though, from Kevin Doets, who once again misses
66.
double 16, but this time cannot land double 8.
Wrap it up. 1 dart at tops. All
shot
he
and match
needs.
and
It is a
Rupprecht.
comprehensive win for the world champion and world #1. Cool Hand sees off Hawkeye for the loss of just 1 leg. It is second consecutive 6-1 win today.
Cameron Menzies made a late bid for the world match play, didn't he, last time he was in this arena?
100.
Really good run here in MK, which is a bit of a home from home for the Scotsman now. Of course, his partner, Alan Sherrick, hails from this place.
133.
Yeah, and while it didn't get him into the match play, what it did do, it's put him in the provisional spots for the Grand Prix.
100.
And now he's got to defend that. Double top. Excellent leg of darts from Cameron Menzies there. Still time to turn it around. Last 16, still first to 6. So Cameron Menzies, I'm not sure he'll have scored this well all day because his averages have been anywhere from mid-80s to mid-90s. He's already hit 3 180s in this match, and he is at it. Look at him go.
165.
He is one of those players, isn't he, that can just step into a purple patch. Got a 10 darter here. After a gift in the last leg, he's gone and grabbed this one for himself.
Game shot.
That is a 10 dart leg for Cameron Menzies. The 170 setup shot from Josh Rockworth, absolutely nothing.
$82.
Sort of rescues that shot with the last dart there. Rock now needs to rescue this one and does.
121.
Some tune.
Very tricky shot this, but it's on 42. No, he went the bullseye route. It's a trickier one. He's nowhere near
81.
Rock may make him pay. Double 16.
Game
Lovely.
shot.
Lovely. Cameron Menzies was threatening to run away with this. Rock just pulls him back in.
And now he's been let off. If he starts flying today, over the next couple of hours, he could do something he's never done before. Bit of grit there from Josh Rock, though. Superb stuff. 2 180s in the leg.
So many
51.
in the match. 11 darter in prospect. Well, he's not the first time he's done that, but he does clean it up.
Man who is yet to win a senior PDC title, and there's a fair few of those in this field.
100.
Cameron Menzies, one of them.
And Luke Litley yesterday, of course, the man that Menzies beat in the previous round, became the first player to win
58.
a Players' Championship event twice this year. Remarkable. We've had 15 events.
134.
He's the only repeat winner.
It doesn't look like Josh Rock is going to get his name on the Roll of Honour for 2024 in the Players' Championship Series today. Because that is a superb display from Cameron Menzies. A 6-3 win from the Scotsman, by far his best performance of the day. He is averaged closer to 110 than 100. It is superb. There we go, 108.86, 60% on the doubles, 5 180s. It had a bit of everything, and far too much in the end for Josh Rock, as Cameron Menzies is through to the quarters to face either Luke Humphries or Kim Ibrex. There's some quick games in this quarterfinal lineup. These two don't hang around. Ricky Evans, Connor Scott will be quick.
140.
Luke Humphries, Cameron Menzies will be rapid as well, although it's not started very well in terms of standard. That might slow things down.
140.
Is he going for it? No.
89.
He is not. That's sensible play from Sedlacek, leaving himself on double 16 after 4 visits to the board. Looks
84.
like our first hole to throw in this game, and a little bit of daylight opening up between these two.
Game
There
shot.
it is. 3-1.
$58.
He wants a maxi as a leave tops. He has to stay straight.
100.
Well, it leaves a Shanghai finish. 1-8 is tricky. Too tricky for Gabriel. what
88.
feels like a leg that he has to win. He is hoping Sedlacek doesn't take this out. Great dart, double top for 5-2. And that looks like it will be that. It's a breaker throw. Karel Sedlacek, ton plus finish. He is on the verge.
$131. $57.
To win this leg by 300 odd points. Treble 19. What a leg of darts this is from Gabriel Clemens. Oh, that is superb. 1-3-3, 12 darter, and all of a sudden, the gigantic German is on the charge.
96.
In fact, he's guaranteed 2 visits from here. This is Sedlacek's game to lose from here. Must stay straight. Would love a treble.
100.
Gets one. Last start in the treble 20 once again. 1 treble per visit has inched his way down to this position.
137.
But if he does not take the chance that has presented itself, he might not get another. And Karel Sedlacek is a semi-finalist. For the first time in his career in PDC darts, he's through to the semi-finals on the tour.
That's when maybe you just try too hard.
180.
Like that. Just incredible.
Oh, he's a player who's gone to the big dances. He's been at the major tour, the tough ones to get to, the Grand Prix, the match play. He's done that. But it's been a while since we've seen him there.
180.
But this is the sort of stuff he can do. He chucks in 180s so quickly, with such ease.
65.
Clever use of the board from Humphries to get to a finish, but the back-to-back 180s afford Ricky Evans a superb chance. Double 8.
33.
When you have that nervy look to see Humphries on 167, he can look now. Ricky hasn't hit the first dart.
59.
Superb leg of darts. Needs to execute this double 4.
Game shot.
14 darter. That'll do. That will do. Superb setup from Rapid Ricky Evans. Leaves tops after 12 on throw. Humphries took a bit of a gamble there. Trying to find the extra treble. Couldn't do it. Shocker of a first dart.
8.
Does not make up for it. It's cost him a dart at double there.
And both are looking top left, and I'm not really sure why.
89.
Go over the top of that one.
Game
Right
shot.
there. That is a surgical dart from Ricky Evans. 2 up in this one. 4-2 he leads, and Luke Humphries needs to find a response, and
180.
that probably qualifies as well. Right, I mean, there you have it. Look, Ricky Evans is a player who's been on the tour consistently for more than a decade now. He is
55.
a fine darts player. He has made 5 finals his entire career. Luke Humphries has made 7 this year. We're only halfway through it. And he wants more.
83.
Wanted more than 83.
Yeah, to get Luke Humphries in a semi-final, average under 90. These are
83.
the chances. Sensational last start there from Ricky Evans. He won't dare look, because this is a pivotal moment. Humphries is going to get a dart at tops.
96.
Now is your time, Ricky Evans.
First real sign of frustration from Luke Humphries there. Missing the chance.
Game
And
shot.
that is punishment from Ricky Evans. It's not only a leg, it's a breaker throw, and he will throw to win the match. And it's not the only chance he's going to get. To win these titles, you need to play some good
180.
darts, some great darts, a lot of great darts over the course of the day, but you do need a little bit of fortune along the way. And maybe this is Ricky Evans' fortune, is the world #1 has not really performed in this match.
Yeah, spot on, Dan. And as much as Luke is
180.
bouncing back now, Luke, despite the fact he's gone 180 there, He'll still be where have you been rather than right. I'm coming back
39.
at you. I mean, it is on the throat of Ricky Evans as well.
75.
Nearly a ridiculous leg of dot. 26, back-to-back 180s, nearly a ton-plus finish. But because it didn't go, that was a first chance for Ricky Evans
57.
to seal the deal. He could not take it.
Surely these missed darts are double, not going to continue. Shot. Absolutely not. And like you said, all you can do if you're Luke Humphries, and who am I to advise him on anything right now? And what
56.
a way it would be to win it. Not a lot of pressure there from Luke Humphries. Even if he doesn't hit this, which he won't now, a treble.
58.
Would it just give him a slight advantage?
Single 14, leaves double top.
94.
Couldn't take the 115 in the last leg, can't take the 115 in this, and this is the best chance that Evans has had for a place in the final. He should get a dart. He will get a dart. Double top.
72.
Wow, he'll be playing that back a few times if he doesn't win this game. Luke Humphries had problems on... Oh, wow, I've seen
score.
everything.
Busts his score. Ricky Evans takes his chance, and Rapid Ricky Evans beats the world #1 and is in the final of Players' Championship 16. It could be a first ever senior title for Rapid Ricky.
Yeah, we often sit here with the mic in the hand, and we often say that when you come through the opening game like he did with Rob Cross, where you're winning 5-1, and then you come through in a 6-5 battle, that maybe today's your day. That seems the scenario so far for Ricky Evans, but he's ready to win. They're both ready to win.
Only one of them can.
43.
Which one will it be? Hideka looking to land the first blow. Well, he would have scored 78 there. Underneath the treble 20. That is a huge miss, and then a perfect hit. A lead 1-0. Including a long format, well, a longer format in the UK Open.
134.
Yes, the UK Open, Ricky Evans got to the semi-final in. But all thoughts are purely
60.
in this game now. It's a slight mistake there from Ricky. Opens the door ajar for Mike Hideka for his power scoring. I talked earlier how much I love that throw.
180.
And not only is it 180, right on a pinhead.
122. Game shot.
2-0 Hideka.
Mike Hideka's looking really settled right now. Massive, massive 180 hitter.
180.
And two of them back-to-back at the start of this leg, having hit 2 in the scoring segment, back-to-back at the end of the last leg. The 9-darter is not on.
82.
But Ricky Evans is disappearing in the distance here. Hideka making great strides early in this final.
58.
He needs to get something going, Ricky. That might have to come in his own throw. I think he'll have put this leg to bed by now. Especially the way that this man is throwing.
19. $140.
So tops for 3-0.
Game shot.
One player looking comfortable at the moment. 5 now for Mike Hideka.
140.
And it's causing the difference, isn't it? That 180 in just about every leg is enough to give him opportunities that Ricky's not getting.
Yeah, that was going to be my answer. You're going to then give yourself the opportunity because his set of play has been good. His doubles have been solid. All round, it's been all about Mike Hideka so far. Ricky Evans sat in 106 on his throat. Will he be back, though? Is it 2 tops? Of course it is. What a day for Mike Hideka. What a match and what a finish. Are things turning? Like I say, it's a monumental ask for Ricky Evans from here. Like I say, all he can do is one leg at a time. Just get this one on the board, try and break Mike, and it's 6-3. It may feel a different game.
But exactly, you can't win 7 legs at once, can you? But you can win 1 leg 7 times.
55.
There's so many players have sort of mentioned sports psychologists, you know, they're getting them over. They're the kind of things in these situations where you try to maybe think of positive thoughts, because there's not much positive right now for Ricky, but that can change with 3 darts tops.
Game shot.
Is the tide turning a little? Dedecker will be determined just to brush that off and fire in one of his trademark maximums straight away. Walk out of a venue and say, I was the best of the bunch today.
140.
And he's been the best of the bunch. This would be the icing on the cake, the 170. But Ricky Evans, we asked for that moment.
90.
And for me, this is it, because this would be for a breaker throw. Get him to that 6-3, and all of a sudden things would look different. Bullseye.
102.
On the green, but not in the hole. And Dedecker has to avoid that dart. That's why he's shuffling across. Doesn't want any embarrassment here. But he's going to have to move to the other side now. Evans will be hoping that this is too difficult.
Game shot.
But it's no problem at all. That's a brilliant dart.
He's so good for the game. Just a really good person.
140.
Dedecker flew through his first 3 games. 6-2 against Robbie Knopp, 6-1 against Jose de Sousa, and 6-2 again against Dave Chisnell. But then it got a little bit tight. 6-4 against Danny Van Trijp, 6-5 against Brendan Dolan, and then 7-5 against Karel Sedlacek. But now he might just be a couple of darts away, unless Evans can stop him.
Yeah, 2 darts away. Needs the treble 20, doesn't get it.
55.
What a moment for Mike Dedecker. Biggest start of his life. What a dart. It's Belgian delight here at the Milton Keynes. Mike Dedecker with his maiden victory. What a win. He is the real deal. And for Ricky Evans, yes, it's another defeat in the final, but he has been phenomenal today. But Mike Dedecker in a one-sided 8-2 victory, sensational on his doubles.